Hi, I'm Peter Barron, and you're watching Motorsport Show.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another great episode of Motorsport Show here at motorsport.com. I am your host, Guy Cosmo. Same time, same place, same guy every week. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have a really great episode where we sit down with a good buddy of mine and an absolute cut-up. This guy is funny, he's a race team manager, and he knows how to win. His name is Peter Barron, and he is from Starworks Motorsports, and Peter is a wild interview. We had a lot of fun sitting down with him recently at one of the race events. You got to see what we talked about because it goes all over the place. Let's check it out. Peter Barron is a successful entrepreneur and former Le Mans 24-hour class podium finisher with 20 years of motorsports experience as a driver, manager, and winning team owner. He's run successful motor racing teams since the early 2000s in Grand Am, the American Le Mans Series, the Indy Racing League, the FIA World Endurance Championship, and the now Tudor United Sports Car Championship. I mean, you've won Le Mans, Daytona. You've won Daytona, right?
No, I've
Come
won everything.
on!
Second, I got a couple seconds and a third at Daytona. That's haunting me. We had it won. I had my victory speech already in 2012.
Oh, that'll get you.
Yeah, and
That'll get you.
And then sitting there was like 3 hours to go. Yeah, Shank compliments to them, and they won it. They did it, but. During the race, I mean, our car was incredible. We would pull out, pass them, drive around them. I mean, we led a gazillion laps that race. And till like 3 to 4 hours ago, a driver had an off all by himself in the bus stop and just killed the car. We lost about a second a lap after that and 6 miles an hour in top speed, and it was over. We were just second. So I won it, Le Mans, Sebring, Petit, Glen 6 Hour, all the cool tracks all over.
WEC Championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's everything. But I've won at Daytona on smaller races there, but not the 24.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna start to cry again now.
Don't. It's okay. It's all right. It's gonna happen. You just got to work hard, stay committed to it. It's all gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So as interesting as all of that is, Pete,
yeah.
I do have to ask you about your toenails.
Yeah.
What's can we get these puppies on camera here?
Yeah.
Just want to see what's going on here.
No, it's a good luck thing, and my daughter. It started as a tradition where she's like, "Dad, let me paint your toenails," and everybody with a daughter knows that your nice little daughter asks you enough, and she gets her way. And so one race I let her paint the toenails, and we did well, and it's just kind of evolved from there. I'm crazy superstitious, like off the charts with superstition.
Yeah.
And it works. So now we have a routine where, okay, so starting from fresh, she puts on a color, right? It's blue, this one. If we have a good race, she'll add glitter. So we have blue glitter now.
Oh, yeah.
And then if we have another good race, she adds shimmer to it, and it just keeps evolving. So
I like it.
Yeah, so there's a whole method to it.
After many years spent behind the wheel himself, and then his efforts at Orbit Racing working with Leo Hendry, Barron branched out to create a number of successful racing teams, including BAM, British American Motorsports, and Samex Motorsports. But it was in 2010 when Barron relaunched his team as Starworks Motorsports and began competing in the Rolex Sports Car Series in the Daytona prototype category.
It's nice to be approachable where so many of these people walking by, they would love to be over here doing what we're doing and just appreciate it, and they're staring at you, and it's like just like I was that kid in 1985 coming up here with my driver's license. First thing was sitting in like, oh my God, I remember came later in that year, and it was an IndyCar race, and somehow I stole, I'm sure it was leftover garbage, but like a tire off of Ari Leyendijk's Provimi Veal car.
Nice.
And like, I had it in my parents' basement for like 15 years or something, like all that. We're not rich, but at least we're having fun,
2012 was when things really began to heat up for Peter and Starworks Motorsports as they kicked off the year with the pole at the 24 Hours of Daytona by Ryan Dial en route to a second-place finish in the race, with drivers Ryan Dial, Alan McNish, Lucas Lohr, Enzo Potolicchio, and Alex Popow. The team started from pole position, led the most laps, and had the fastest race lap. In February of that same year, Starworks announced that it would compete in the FIA World Endurance Championship, becoming only the second American team to do so. The team entered the history books by becoming the first LMP2 champions in the WEC and the first North American team to win an FIA World Championship in 46 years. Interesting factoid, I believe I've heard a Starworks PC has won more PC races.
Well, any, right? Well, now with the core guys, they tied us, but since the founding of the Tudor series, we've won 5 races, and last race core they won a 5th. But that's any GT, any prototype, anything. So
Yeah.
we're like the leaders in Tudor wins for a car.
That's cool. It's a pretty good stat.
Yeah.
I like that stat.
Yeah.
All right.
Fortunately, the statistician didn't have to go too far back to dig up those stats. You know, it was only like 20 races.
So I'm new to this, so I'm just getting it figured out. Well, thanks for sitting down and talking with us. Motorsport Show loves you. So do
Motorsport.
racing fans worldwide out there.
And pedicurists.
And pedicurists, yes. There's a whole host of, there's all kinds of people that love what you're doing, and we wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah.
All right.